Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome to yet another episode on Little's Law YouTube channel. This is me, Vasant Shanmugam, and today we are going to see about how to collect or how to create the requirement document for the performance testing and the performance engineering activity. And this question has been asked to me many times from many of our subscribers and friends on how to create or how to collect the requirement documents and using which we are going to prepare the performance testing scripts. So in this video, we will see the steps and procedures and what are all the ways we can communicate and get the documents signed off, and I believe this video would be very useful to you. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and informative videos. Like, comment your questions and feedbacks and share the video with your friends. So with no further delay, let's go to the video. So first we have a website to test, and say for example this is going to be your client's application which you are supposed to test. And before that, so here I have a Word document, and again it can be of any mode. You can create it in a Word document, or you can create a Jira page or a Jira issue, and you can connect it with your story. But anyways, it has to, the format is same, but the mode or the way that we communicate, either you can create it in a Word document and you can mail it to the team to get it signed off, or you can create it in a Jira page or a Confluence page and you can get it signed off in the Jira page as part of the story where you complete your performance testing. So let's see. So for example, so here we have step one. So we have to list down all the steps that we are going to test here. So before this, the first page, so here I've started with the first page. So before that, you can add what project you are testing in and what is the date and who has created it. So all those things you can create in the first page. So since I am directly going it to the document template, the performance testing template, I'm starting it from the step one. So here in step one, so we open a browser and we enter the website name. So now let's go to the step one, which is opening the landing page with URL. So this has to be clearly given, and on top of it we will have to ensure that which environment are we going to test, whether it is a stage or a pre-prod. So all these things has to be given. It has to be given as a common element in the previous page, or you can start it in the first page or the first step. So here we have given that opening the landing page, and then the following thing is expected screen, and you can take a screenshot of it and you can paste it here. Sorry. Either you can snip it in case if this doesn't work. You can do a rectangular snip of this. And you can paste it here. So here you have the step one, and this is the expected screen, and you can also enter the validation or the page validation here. So if you add this same value can be tested, or it can be kept as an assertion in the tool. So here the page validation can be enter the store, or it can be either welcome to JPET store, because in many cases where if the application do not work properly, so at those scenarios we will get a 404 or any other response codes to. So to confirm that whether we have loaded the proper page, so we need to add this page validation as a validation step. So far we have given the first step, that is opening the landing page with the URL and in which environment are we going to test, and then the expected screen, and here we have given the page validation. So we have completed the first step. So let's now move to the step 2, and in step 2 it is clicking enter the store. Let's clicking enter the store and opening the home page, and then every other thing are same, so the expected screen. So let's go to the expected screen. So this is to make sure that we get the exact page, because in some cases where if there are any changes that need to be or that has to be updated, so we can easily update that in here. So let's do one more snip. So we are creating this. So this is the expected screen, and the most important one, which is the page validation. It can be either sign in, or it can be either fish, so or whatever, or even we can do a image check. So it all depends on the requirement. So these are some of the options we have. And then let's go to the step 3. So this flow we are going to just, so this is a very simple flow and the steps are same. So we are just going to do a sign in and sign out. So I'm clicking on sign in. So here let's enter, click sign in, and then we have to give what, or so once we click sign in, so we get this page. So let's do a snip of it. So we click sign in and the expected screen is here, and the page validation is going to be need a user name and password. So we can create this, or even we can we can keep register now as the page validation. And then let's now go to the step 4, that is log in to the application. Let's open the application, and here we could see, so let's enter the username and password and let's click login. So here we have to enter, so the values entered. So far we have not used any values, and even though we have used a value where we have used the URL, so that was given clearly. So here we have to give the username and password. So when we are giving this in the requirement, so we can easily talk with the development team or the other support team or any other teams who are dealing with providing us the credentials. So we can talk with them and then we can collect those details. So this can be again a part of the document that helps us to understand what are all the test data that we have to collect from the support team or the development team. So we can use this as a document of that as well. So we have logged in, so let's select the expected screen shot. Let's copy it, and the expected screenshot is in here, and page validation, we have to enter, it can be either welcome one. So mostly this we can keep it because this makes sure that we are entering the with the proper users login, and also even we can enter sign out. So let's go to the last step, which is the step 5, which is log out the application and the expected screen. So let's create the expected screen here, and before that let's log out. So I have signed out of the application. Let's take a screenshot of it. Let's copy it. So here, log out the application by clicking on sign out link, and the expect screen is going to be this one, and the page validation is going to be sign in. So with this, we have understood that how to create a requirement document. So this has clearly given us that what is the URL that we are going to use for testing, and what is the environment that we are going to use for testing, and what has to be the expected screen, and what has to be the page validation. So this page validation we have to use it in the tool as the part of our session to make sure that the proper page is getting loaded, and this will help us to understand which environment are we going to test, and this will tell the stakeholders that this environment has to be provided for testing. So this requirement document is actually a communication to every stakeholder to make them ready for our testing. And then we have the second page where we are going to sign into the application. So we create the expected screen and the page validations, and also we are giving the actions that we are going to do in this page. And then again we are coming to the third screen. So here we are about to sign in. So for that we are entering the sign in screen. So and here we do not pass any variables, so just click on sign in. So the action that we did is enough to enter here, and then log into the application. So here we logged into the application by entering the username and password and click submit. So this is the action that we have to do, and the values entered are username and password. You don't need to enter the username and password here, because that you need to collect it as a collection, and that has to be separately kept as a test data. And then we have the expected screenshot, and the page validation is given here. And then we have the last step, which is the log out the application. So that is the last step, and this is the expected screen. So this will clearly communicate to the team that these are the steps that we are going to test, and this can be documented either in a Word document, or this can be either documented in a Jira ticket or in a Confluence issue, and then we can map it along with the story. So with that, we come to an end. I believe this video would have been very, very useful to you. If you have any queries related to creating this document, please do comment in the comment section. We will meet you in another interesting video. Until then, it's bye-bye from Vasant Shanmugam and Little's Law.